me like.
Hey, what's going on, lads and lasses? I'm the TheSilverSlasher, and welcome back to the Pokemon Red 721 Randomizer Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we went to the Seafoam Islands and we fought the 6th, I had to count for a second, but the 6th gym leader in the Kanto region. So now we're going to, of course we exited the Seafoam Islands at the end of the last episode, so we're going to continue on this route. I believe it's 20? And we're going to go over to Cinnabar Island, where we'll go into the Pokemon Mansion, and depending on how much time we have, maybe even take on the 7th gym leader in the Kanto region. So, yeah, this series is winding down, and just if you're curious, the reason I was laughing at the start of this episode is I was just making myself laugh with impression of the Swedish chef from the Muppets, because he's such a simple little gag. Like, it's such a dumb little joke, you know. The joke is he just says nothing words, and you just pretend like he's actually talking. But something about it, it's like it's like the perfect joke voice. Like, the people behind the Muppets, they just like found the ultimate way to do it. Like, there's so many different. I meant to Rock Blast you instead of Bullet Seed, but I used Bullet Seed instead, and it still did half your health. That's kind of astonishing. But they reached pure gold with that just Hermity Stingy Durban. Just like, he's just like a lower pitched version of the Leif Erikson SpongeBob. You know, I could imagine the Swedish chef saying Hinga Dinga Durgan. You know, I could imagine that. So I don't know, it's just, I like the Muppets. Here's a little fun fact for you guys about me. I was afraid of the Muppets when I was younger. And when I say younger, I embarrassingly mean when I was like, you know, young as in like 2, until I was like maybe like 13 or 14. It lasted a long time. For some reason, I was just like, I cannot stop being afraid of the Muppets. I would say maybe it was like 12 or 13, because I don't think I was in high school and still afraid of the Muppets. I would say there was a while when I wasn't scared of them, but they still creeped me out. Especially Animal. Animal, and I always forget his name, the big brown one who's like just actually a guy in a costume instead of a puppet. Those two always scared me so bad. I was so horrified of them. And I remember I still have these vivid memories of when I was a kid, of just like having nightmares about being like attacked by Kermit and all the Muppets. And it's just like horrifying. I don't want to go into any more detail. I'm gonna get scared again. My fear of the Muppets is gonna come back. But it's funny. It's one of those things where I was afraid of it as a kid, and then one day it was just like, I love the Muppets now. Like, I sincerely love the Muppets now. And have we actually gotten an encounter on Route 20? I don't think we have. I wanted to look up a map to see where all the trainers were so I didn't miss any out here, and I noticed that Route 20 it's like, I mean, no, I don't think we've gotten one yet. I actually do not think we've gotten an encounter on Route 20 yet, so I guess I'll catch this Helioptile. We didn't catch a Heliolisk, did we? Why does that sound familiar? I really don't know, but I don't think we did. I feel like I would remember. Either way, he's asleep, and not very high level, and, you know, unevolved, so we can go for the nice Ultra Ball and be all good. Okay. I was kind of hoping you would just stay in that. One too. Please, Helioptile, you have to do me a favor here, because I know I can't hit you. There is nobody on the team who can hit you. Like, I guess I could go do the good old Olaf confusion tactics. But aside from that, that's all you're gonna get, and we caught you, so it's fine. No worries. We got Helioptile. I like Helioptile. Dude, it's so weird. It's just like this. These randomizers have just been giving me like this constant feeling of, why have I never used this Pokemon that I think is so cool? And honestly, I'm gonna name you like Edward. I don't know. Honestly, I mean, the problem is, I've always had, for a long time I had very generic taste in Pokemon. You know, I liked the ones that everyone liked, so I have very stereotypical teams for a lot of my first gen playthroughs and stuff like that. So it's like, oh, you know, I played Ruby a billion times as a kid, but I pretty much always had a Blaziken. I had a Swellow a lot of the time, even though I didn't even really like Swellow that much. You know, it's a lot of the stuff like that where it's like, all right, I gotta admit, there were a lot of times I played Gen 3 and just use my starter. I only used Blaziken and just beat the whole game with him, basically. I don't know why I would do that. Like, I mean, I guess I just thought it was easier, and I just liked Blaziken a lot, which I still do. Blaziken's cool, but, yeah, I don't know. Nowadays, I don't know. The other problem is the thing I was talking about last episode, and it's Pokemon not being available until way late in the game. I don't like having to, switch someone out. I mentioned this, but, like, I don't like just having someone be a temp on the team. I want to have my team all laid out, get them as fast as possible, and use them for the majority of the game. Because I want to grow close and bond with my team. And I can't do that when you put them on Victory Road and the route before Victory Road. Cough, cough, Durant. Cough, cough. 8 out of 10 things that you find in Gen 5, because for some reason, they did that a lot in Gen 5. There is a lot of guys you cannot find until, like, right at the end. Cough, cough, Ponyard. Like, just, like, there are so many examples in Gen 5 where it's just like, oh, that's why I didn't use you, because I couldn't have possibly found you, and it's such a bummer that they do that. But, and then, I mean, to be fair, there are plenty that are not like that. There are plenty like, I don't know, but there are also some other ones like a Scavalier, who I like a lot, but you have to trade, so, you know, like, I guess I never really talked about this kind of thing, but, like, I really, most of my life, had 2 friends who played Pokemon with me. One of them, we stopped playing with each other after Gen 4. I don't know, he like moved away after a while, so we didn't talk after that. But I don't remember when that was. But it was, I know we definitely, I have fond memories of it being 10 billion degrees outside, and him and I sitting in my garage playing Diamond and Pearl. We would spend so much time in the underground. It's probably, honestly, why I remember the underground so fondly, because we would just go nuts in the underground and just play it for hours and hours and hours. And, yeah, that's probably why I think about Gen 4 so much, because despite how many times I've played Ruby, I have possibly put more time into Gen 4. And Sapphire, I should say. I didn't really play Emerald that much, funny enough. Everyone loves Emerald. I've always been kind of on Emerald. I'm not really impressed. You know, I don't get the same wow feeling. I did not mean to do that with the town map. I did that a couple episodes ago, and I was like, god dang it. But yeah, I never really get that feeling with Emerald, and I didn't when I was a kid either. I think I just liked Groudon and Kyogre more than Rayquaza, so I was just like, I'd rather just do that. I think also, I just didn't like going up the dang tower. I always was like, that thing is so annoying. I was so bad at it when I was a kid, just getting the bike to just do the thing so I could get to Rayquaza. So I just liked, I don't know, plus it was so cool how Groudon, like, moved closer to you and stuff, I don't know. Anyway, if you're wondering what I'm doing on the screen here, aside from just looking at the camera, well, that's not the camera, that's my video, looking at the camera and talking, I'm just trying to get everything we have that can be, revived. Because, you know, it's about time. It's about that time. We don't have much of a reason to do this, other than just to do it, but what other reason do you need? So I believe they can't send them to the PC in this game. I guess I can try it. We can give it a shot just to see if they'll send them to the PC, but I'm pretty sure they won't. But yeah, it's like we've had these dang fossils sitting in the PC for like this whole dang series now, so it's time to just bring them back. Hello. You're the man, right? Hiya. I'm an important doctor. Oh, he says, I am important doctor. I love that. I study here rare fossils. Have you a fossil for me? Yes, I do. I have the dome fossil. Alright. It's a fossil of Slowking. Okay, cool. A Pokemon that's already extinct. Slowking, not extinct, my friend. I'm sorry. Alright, so we hand over the dome fossil. You go walk for a little while. And I think we probably have to have space. I can run back and do it. But there's a chance that it won't. I don't know. I take a little time. You go for a walk. Oh, he actually requires you to leave in this game? I know you can do that in Fire Red. Do I just have to leave the building? Or does it actually take, like, a certain amount of time or a certain amount of steps? Hello? Where were you? Okay, so you just have to leave the whole building in this one. You might have to do that in Fire Red, but I want to say you just talked to him. Dude, so we got Slowking. Okay, so he won't fit in the party, but he'll still do the thing. Alright, so obviously we have to name you royalty. I've named many a Slowking many a Slowpoke, many a Slowking. There's no more room for Pokemon. Royalty was sent to Pokemon Box 2. Yep. Okay, I have to talk to you again. Hello, yes, you are important doctor. Take my old Amber. Alright, and then, Oh, he probably said what it was. I just wasn't paying attention. Well, then I guess it'll be a surprise. I kinda immediately forgot that he does that, but what can you do? What can you do, you know? Hello, where were you? Your fossil is back to life. It was Shaman! Dude! That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. I'm pretty happy with that. We got Shaman, boys. Alright, let's name you... I don't know, I'm gonna name you Petunia. I don't know where I got that. I feel like I got that from something. Possibly another PokeTuber, I really don't remember. It's been a long time since I watched anyone else's content. At least in terms of Nuzlocks, I should say. Like, I watch plenty of other Pokemon content on YouTube, just not Nuzlocks. Not Nuzlocks or anything like that. So, yeah, we went ahead and got them. That was remarkably easy. It's so weird how there are future generations that have more instances where you have to go dump someone in the PC, then come back and get them, and then come back and switch them out. But Gen 1 had it right, apparently. Unless this is something the Red 721 people added, because I've said it a million times, but God will I not remember. I will not remember, no matter what. So you do have the big items here. I figured you would, but it's just kind of weird. It's just kind of weird that, like, as soon as you get Surf, you really should just fly back to Pallet, and then just come down here, get the big items, and then fly back, and then do all of the fuchsia stuff. You know, like, what is the reason not to, you know? What is the reason not to? You know, it's funny, there were a lot of instances in old series, and when I say old, I don't mean prior to Moemon, because I think Moemon might have been the first series I did that in, but there were, in, like, previous series, the not to thing happened a lot, where I said no reason not to, because that's something I say all the time, and, for some reason, I just keep, like, stopping myself now. I keep saying no reason not to. Like, for some reason, I just keep saying it separate, which ruins the joke. It's supposed to be a running joke, Wade. You don't understand how this works. So we found Celebi, by the way. We didn't catch a Celebi, did we? Why does that also sound familiar? I don't know. Bullet Seed is doing actually nothing. I don't want to strength you, though. I didn't check your level, so... It's probably for the best that I just Bullet Seed you down to the yellow. Maybe that'll be good enough. Probably not, but you never know. I bought a lot of Ultra Balls. We just have so much money. I feel like we very often have a lot of money in our series nowadays. Like, I didn't feel like that used to be a thing too much, but we have just recently, it's just like, all the time, we constantly have maxed out money. I don't understand what has changed. But, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to, nice Celebi. Just kind of talking about the whole, thing how I used to play Ruby and Sapphire so much. It's just so weird how, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if I'm being unfair to Gen 3, but then I go back and play it, and there are these little things that just frustrate me, and it's like, oh, this is why. But then, there are, then I go back and play like Gen 4, which I constantly defend, and there are things that frustrate me, so it's like, I don't know, I need to do like a back-to-back, playthrough of all 8 generations, you know, after Sword and Shield are out. And just rank them all again, and decide definitively what are my favorites. Because honestly, as much as I love Gen 4, it's possible if I played them all again that I would be like, actually Gen 5's the best. You know, I don't know, that could happen. I don't foresee it being any other than Gen 4 or 5, maybe 2, but I think 4 or 5 are basically the only 2 that have much of a chance of being my favorites if I were to replay them all, because they are just special games, seriously. And, I don't know, Gen 5, I feel like Gen 5 just gets better every time I play it. I don't know why, but it's just like, I'm delighted to play Gen 5 every opportunity I get. Does this, yeah, that is a door. But yeah, it's also, I don't know, I was thinking about the anime, and how, like, I watched a lot of Gen 3. And, I don't know, I kind of stopped after Gen 3. I mean, I have seen a lot of Gen 4, but mostly, I didn't watch it necessarily because I was dying to see it. Basically, I had this period of time when I would, I just loved watching TV. Like, dude, back before I started this channel, I mean, I would spend my summers off of school literally just watching TV. Like, I would wake up and watch just hours and hours of TV, even if there was nothing I wanted to watch on. I can't tell you how many times I sat through crappy shows like Johnny Test because I was like, I just want to watch TV. I want to watch cartoons, you know? And, yeah, going back to Johnny Test, I was not impressed. Yeah, I just realized I made a mistake, but Bennett's dead, so it's fine. Gotta remember, always go to Jackson for Bennett. Jackson is the Banette counter. I kind of was like, oh wait, you're gonna be faster, and your stab moves are super effective. I was like, I may have a coverage move, but your coverage move is also super effective, so that was definitely a mistake. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. I find that I don't remember as much. I mean, to be fair, I don't remember a heck of a lot about the anime in general, even the first season, which I can pretty much guarantee I've seen every episode of the Kanto anime, because gosh, I just watched that when I was so young, and I continued to watch it forever. You know, I never had a moment when I felt like I was sick of it or anything like that. So, you know, I always forget where the trainers are in here. I want to take out all the trainers and then try to solve the puzzle, but I really don't remember where any of them are. I remember there's the one guy that locks you in place. You can accidentally get stuck, but I kind of thought he was here, and he does not appear to be, so... Not here, but on this floor, I meant. So I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going or anything like that. But it's funny, the thing I remember most about Gen 3 in the anime are the openings. Gen 3 had some killer openings. Like, I love Pokemon Johto, but, like, god dang, those Gen 3 openings are so good. Like, a couple of them are not so good, but, like, there are a couple that are not as good as the rest, but for the most part, man, I just gotta, like, rock out to Gen 3. I'm unbeatable. We christened the newly discovered Pokemon Mew. But yeah, and then ironically, what I remember the least about Gen 4 is the openings, because they're not good. That's not true. The Gen 4 openings are fine. I just like it more when they're hype. You know, I think they're just kind of better when they're hype. And Gen 4 did not really deliver on that. It's, you know, plus there was that one, was it the On a Road Far From Home, that they used for like 5 intros in a row? There's like 5 different versions of it with the same song. I was not a fan of that. But yeah, I never actually finished the thought. Since I love TV so much, there was a long period of time when I would wake myself up early before school just to fit in more TV time before I went to school. And for a decent while, because I had been off the anime for a while, and then I started doing that, and on Cartoon Network, Pokémon was on every morning. So I was watching reruns, even though it was still ongoing, of Gen 4. And that's how I consumed most of Gen 4, and that's probably why I don't remember as much of it. Hello, I believe you are the man who can get us trapped, so I'm not gonna let you. I am not going to let you. Youngster, you're not gonna get me trapped in there. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, I guess also the reason I kind of brought this up is I wanted to transition into a discussion just a funny little story about the anime that I had today. So, some of you might know, I am currently watching the Gen 7 anime. I want to eventually, we named the newborn Mewtwo. I eventually want to, praise the sun. Boom! Almost dropped the controller. Hell yeah. Alright, we got it. So, you know, this is kind of anticlimactic, considering legendaries aren't randomized to legendaries, so there's a really good chance we'll never use it, but you know what? It just feels good to get it. Nothing hiding back here, is there? It just feels good to get it, so what else can you ask for? There's a lemonade. Sweet. Dude, I've been drinking so much lemonade. But hold on, before we talk about lemonade, we gotta talk about the anime. So I've been watching the Sun and Moon anime. I've seen so little of it. I'm only on Sun and Moon. I'm not on Ultra Legends or Ultra whatever they have now. I've only seen episodes from the original, just Pokemon the anime Sun and Moon. That's what I'm working my way through right now. But so I just watched the episode today with Totem Wishiwashi, or Ash and Lana. Also, does anyone care about spoilers for this? I hope not. But, like, I guess spoilers for the Totem Wishiwashi episode. It's not like it's a grand episode that's gonna change how the show works forever. But, basically... So, they established right at the start... Okay, it's kind of... I don't know how to set this up exactly. So, it's Totem Wishiwashi. So, it's obviously... It's school form Wishiwashi. So, it's a million Wishiwashi forming a giant fish. And at the end of the episode, in an admittedly kind of cool scene, Poplio defeats the totem by using Aqua Jet, and the Wishiwashi like roars at him, and it flies into Wishiwashi's mouth and blows out the back of it, and it goes, and all the fish explode everywhere, because it's just a bunch of Wishiwashi. And they're like, yeah, you did it, Poplio. And I was like, that's pretty cool. And then it hit me. They have already established in this episode, like 15 minutes ago, that Ash, Lana, and Rotom don't know what the Pokemon is. They don't know that it's a million Wishy-Washy. Because right after this happens, Rotom says, oh, it was a bunch of Wishy-Washy stuck together. Up to this point, they don't know what this Pokemon is. Which means Poplio just hit what they perceive to be a real creature and exploded it into a million pieces in front of their eyes. And they went, yeah, good job, Poplio. I was like, wait a minute, like, these people are crazy. Like, it looks like they perceive a normal Pokemon was just blown to smithereens, and they're like, you did it. I was just like, how did the writers miss that one? How did they not notice that they were doing that? Also, where the heck do I go, dude? I am usually not this bad at the Pokemon Mansion here. I had a feeling we were gonna find something if we took a step, and it's Dialga. Alright, well, gotta be honest, would have rather had that than Celebi. No offense, Celebi. But, yeah, I'm usually not this bad at the Pokemon Mansion. I'm thinking it's just kind of I'm now looking at Gen 1 graphics, you know? I'm now looking at Red and Blue graphics. I think that's kind of what's going on. So, yeah, it's, but I truly cannot remember how to continue. I want to say you had to go in there, but I guess I might be crazy. I don't remember. Alright, so we press it, who wouldn't? I don't know, some lunatic wouldn't. So yeah, I go up the stairs, and there's nothing, is there? There's nothing that I missed, right? Like, oh, no, I'm a dummy. Okay, yeah, we press it. And then, yeah, this one goes away. Yeah, okay, it was literally right in front of me, that's fine. No problems. His mentors lived here. Oh, it's Agatha. Agatha, your mentors must be pretty old then. Oh, hello, Clink. Clink, you're kind of relevant right now because of the fact I mentioned last episode that it was rumored they were gonna add Gen 5 to Pokemon Go on the day I uploaded, and they did. They did. And I went out and did some Gen 5 hunting. So far, I have caught Lillipup, Patrat, Snivy, Pidove, Amoonguss, Fungus, Unpheasant. I think that's all. And Purloin. I think that's all of them. And, I don't know, it's just kind of... I don't know, I was kind of hoping to find some more interesting ones. I guess that's kind of my problem. I was just like, oh, you know, I would have liked to find, like, a Tepig. I saw Pignite on my nearby, earlier today. You know, I'm gonna have to cut that out. That was kind of a... Yeah, I'm not gonna explain why I have to cut that out. I don't have to. Let's just say I'm trying to be a decent role model. Anyway, but yeah, I was running all over the place earlier today because Pignite showed up in Pokemon Go on my nearby. And it wasn't one of the nearby where it's at a stop, it was just one of the, it's nearby you somewhere, which I hate. I don't like that they do that at all. I think the fact that they're tied to stops on the nearby is really nice and really like a good way to do it, so it's really annoying that they do the whole thing. But, yeah, I was looking around for them all over the place and I couldn't get them to appear and I was kind of bummed out. But, you know, I'll find them eventually. Eventually they'll do a Tepig community day or something, and I'll be able to get one. Or maybe they won't. Who cares, I guess. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. But, you know. Oh yeah, I guess... Did I already say this in this episode? Why am I getting deja vu? I guess I'll say it again. Status report, on my super luck in Pokemon Go. The shiny streak has ended. It went Onyx, it went Seal, it went Swinub. 3 days in a row, and the 4th day had nothing, and so far the 5th day has had nothing, and you know what? I've been recording late at night because it's so hot, and other people don't like it when I turn up the AC, so, I've been recording late at night to try to avoid the heat, and, it's 11:42 p.m., so odds are I'm not going to be playing any more Pokemon Go tonight, so I'm going to say Day 5 is also not going to have a shiny, so the streak is done, you know, it's fine. It's fine, I'm not even sad at all. I was kind of hoping we could keep it going. I was like, if I can just keep finding shinies, that'll be pretty insane. We find a lot of duplicate TMs, it's kind of annoying. Also, I said I was going to talk about Lemonade, and I did not. For those of you who don't know, I was a bit of a, for lack of a better term, soda addict for a good portion of my life. And like, I mean, I think it definitely, did it start at, would I say it started in high school, or would I say it started in middle school? it's kind of tough to say, but basically I got into this routine where I would come home from school, and I would eat lunch with a soda every single day, and then I would go to dinner. I usually go to dinner, but sometimes, you know, I mean... Alright, I got that sentence completely wrong. So, every time we would go to dinner, I would get Pepsi. And then, like, or Coke, you know, I just get a soda. And then, 99.9% of the time I ate here, I got soda. So, I was just constantly sucking down that horrible garbage. And when I say horrible garbage, I mean it's bad for you. It's delicious, don't get me wrong. Until I, but yeah, I was gonna say about a year ago, but it's actually, let's see, it's actually been about 16 months since I decided to quit soda entirely because someone I know said you should stop because it's bad for you. I already knew it was bad for me, but for some reason I just really decided to listen to them, and I stopped drinking soda. And you know, actually I don't have to throw that away, I can just use Carbos. I don't remember what Carbos does, I'm gonna give it to Olaf. Speed? Sure, that's great for Olaf. I'm like, Olaf's been here the longest, he gets the TM, or he gets the Carbos, even though I don't know what it does. And you know, there's gonna be another item in there, but it's fine. Anyway, yeah, like I said, soda's delicious, but it's horrible for you. And, like, I'd argue that maybe I haven't even helped myself that much, because, basically soda's just been replaced with lemonade. Like, lemonade and some teas. Like, basically every day now, when I eat lunch, if I eat lunch here, I will basically always drink an Arnold Palmer, which is half tea, half lemonade. And then, if I go out to eat, I almost always get lemonade. And when I say almost, I mean literally every time, unless they don't have it. So, yeah, it's like, I kind of didn't really, replace it with something that much better. But, you know, I don't know, it's just kind of, just seeing the lemonade there kind of, just brought it up as a topic of discussion. And, I met someone at a restaurant tonight, and they did not have any. They had strawberry lemonade only, and no lemonade. I don't know how that happens. I'm assuming that means they were probably getting their strawberry lemonade from a can? Or from, like, you know, a machine, instead of actually making it, which is fine, I guess. I mean, I drink a lot of that stuff. I don't know, I guess... When it comes to restaurants, I guess I kind of just expect you to give me a real one. Like, I mean, not to say that, like, Minute Maid and that stuff isn't good. Because, like, Tropicana, that's like a fountain-style drink, you know? That's not one that they make in-house. And that's still really good. Like, honestly, like, Tropicana lemonade is so good that I, honestly, if I was still drinking soda, I might pick it over soda. Like, I don't know why. That Tropicana lemonade is so good. And for some reason, completely impossible to find in Arizona. I have just never found it in the stores. I would buy 1 billion in a heartbeat. I'd just buy 10,000 bottles. But, they don't seem to sell it in Arizona, so I don't get to. I just have to drink, like, Minute Maid and stuff. Drink some brisk Arnold Palmers and Lipton Arnold Palmers and all that stuff. But, yeah, that stuff is so good. I don't know, and it's like, at the same time, I don't know, I was just getting at, like, the fountain lemonades I more expect from, like, fast food. But at the same time, honestly... I would rather have, like, Tropicana over, or even Minute Maid over some of the lemonades. Some places just, like, I'm just, you know, I love lemonade. I drink it a lot. And I, like, go to take a sip of this stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, it's great! It's just not fun. But, also, tonight I learned, I'm definitely not a fan of strawberries. Like, I never really thought I was, but, I don't know, I'm a moderate fan of other berries, so other berries in drinks even. I get I really like the restaurant Red Lobster, and I always get raspberry lemonade every time I go there. So like, I like raspberry. I don't know, but strawberry is apparently a no because yeah, that was no fun. The fact that they said we only have strawberry lemonade, I was just like, that's fine, I guess. I can just drink that. And I immediately regretted that decision. I was like, I should have just had, like, water. Like, I don't know, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was drinkable, but I don't want to give it any more praise than that. Garchomp, you're level 36. Please do not do the thing that we've been scared of. That's fine, yes, dual chop. Thank you. He's trying to dual crop me. That joke is, don't even, whatever. Don't even, whatever. I'm just gonna move on and pretend I didn't even. Alright, Wanda, but... Yeah, look at that. You've got a... Okay, please tell me your last one is like... I was like, Dino. Please tell me your last one, or like, no, Zweilous. Tell me it's Zweilous. Come on. Come on, that would be the greatest thing in history. Alright, Wanda, you're leveling up. Sceptile, okay. Dang it, man. I was like, if that was the Zweilous, that would actually be insane. I would have also accepted Dragonair. Like, basically, you know, we had a fully evolved Pseudo-Dragon, and then we had a not fully evolved Pseudo-Dragon. So then I was like, oh my god, if we can get a different generation, middle stage Pseudo-Dragon, we are in here. But, no, that would be a little too much of a coincidence, especially since I called it beforehand. Anyway, let us see. Everyone is now level 44. I don't know who wants to be high level, particularly. Like, I suppose Olaf. Olaf is pretty good. The Ghost type is just kinda good. Ghost and Electric, that's just a good type combination, man. Like, especially with Levitate. Obviously in this, it's not as good because I still have to worry about ground types, but it's a good combination for sure. Also, I mean, I could probably speed up and maybe make it happen, but it's looking like we might not fight the gym leader in this episode, because Blaine's gym has a lot of people in it. Also, can I just say, first of all, this guy in front of us here is bringing up another topic about Go, but I just wanted to say, Blaine's gym in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is probably the best gym redesign in the history of Pokemon. In the history of Pokemon. I feel like I went into that gym when I played Let's Go Pikachu, and I just had a smile on my face, and it did not leave until the gym was over. Like, it did not leave until I left. Like, because that was just such a treat. Just to see Blaine, he's one of the most, like, funny and animated gym leaders ever. And to see him all animated and goofy and excited and stuff was great. You know, and the idea of it being, like, a literal game show that they're actually filming, like, that was just such a nice little thing. Like, we know there are TV programs that we have in the real world, in the Pokemon world, so game shows would probably exist, and Blaine is the perfect guy to run one, so that was just perfect. But, the thing that Simisear reminded me of is, I don't know if you guys noticed this, or if you heard about this or missed it. So every time Pokemon Go adds a new generation, some Pokemon are exclusive to some parts of the world. You know, like Farfetch'd, I believe, is only available in Asia. You can't get it. I think Kangaskhan is exclusive to here? Tauros is exclusive to here, I know, I think. Maybe. I don't remember. I don't actually remember, so I shouldn't speak with authority. But, they always do that, so everyone was expecting it. Who are they gonna do? And they picked the monkeys. They picked the elemental monkeys. Like, possibly three of, like, I wouldn't say the three, but, like, three of the most reviled Pokemon in the franchise to be exclusive to different regions. And look, I kind of like the monkeys. I think they're okay. I don't like Simipour. Simipour is not good. it's kind of just a little too ugly. But, like, I don't know, I don't hate them, but god dang, was that not a good choice, guys. Like, that's basically what I'm getting at here, is you have made a mistake. you have done something wrong. And there's our man, so, you know what? We do have time. This would be a relatively short episode compared to the other ones if I ended it here. I mean, it would be an okay length. I could just talk for the rest of this, but you know what? The gyms haven't been taking us that much time, you know? So, like, if I just, you know, speed back in here, we should probably have no issue beating him before this episode's done. So I'm gonna lead with Wanda. I've explained many times why Wanda's the best lead. It's because if there's a scary dragon type, I want to be able to hit it right away. I need to drink some water. Funny enough, I need to drink some water right before I fight Blaine. But bring it on, dude. Ha! I am Blaine. I am the leader of the Cinnabar Gym. My fiery Pokemon will incinerate all challengers. Ha! You better have Burn Heal. But, like, you know what's funny? Maybe it's just because it's so hot. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Oh, Blaine is last. I've had is inquenchable? Is that a word? I've had a thirst that cannot be quenched for a little while now. I don't know why. I never used to have a problem going a long time without water, but like, I know this is gonna sound extreme, or maybe it won't. So basically, I don't want to wake up my dog in the middle of the night. She's so sweet and she's so old. I don't want to wake her up. Plus, she always, I always give her a little small treat when I come down in the morning, so I don't want her to get all excited and then just have me go back upstairs, and I don't want to feed her too many because she's already really fat. So, like, I don't want to go get water in the middle of the night if I'm thirsty, so what I do is I bring as much as possible into my room when I'm basically done for the night. And I brought 20 ounces of water in my room last night, and I sucked it down so fast that I still was so thirsty for the rest of the night. I was just like, what? What is wrong with me? Anyway, playing at a Dragonite, and it was level 40, and we one-shot it. Shedinja, okay. Alright, go for Jackson. Jackson is nice and fast, has the super effective moves, all that good stuff. And you know, I'm throwing Jackson out, you're probably expecting a fire move. How about that, son? How about a crunch for you? I'm assuming Shedinja has 1 health in this game. I don't know why I'm just like, it doesn't seem right. I would expect it to just go, down to nothing, but it moves normally, which makes me think that he doesn't, but I don't know. You know, I don't know if you could know, because would they be able to program Shedinja? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because you're going to be playing this randomized most likely, so I guess it doesn't matter, but like, actually that might be the only way to play this, I'm not positive, I don't even remember, dude. Level 47, that does not bode well for what the Elite Four are going to have. That does not bode well, but okay, that's fine, we defeated last. I have burnt out, we have such a strong team. We have such a strong team, yeah, we got the Volcano badge, I know, we probably don't have room for your item, I didn't think about it. We probably don't have room for your TM. You can have this too. What are the odds of that? That is potentially the most perfect thing I have ever seen my randomizer do in my life. I don't think I have ever experienced something quite like Blaine saying, "You better have burn heal," and then having the randomizer make him give me a burn heal at the end of the battle. That is glorious. That is glorious. I can't even believe that. Anyway, so I guess that is just about all there is for this episode. I love this team. We have such a strong team going here, dude. I feel like we have just about everything covered at this point. You know, there are a couple things that are scary when we come up against them, but there is not a whole lot that feels unbeatable. You know, I don't feel like we've run into I don't feel as though we have run into anything that felt unbeatable. You know, there have been some scares, but you know, most of the time I find a way out. So, yeah, hopefully we can keep this up till the end. I would love to go this series no deaths. I would love that. When was the last time we went no deaths in a series? I think it's been a little bit. I can't remember it. I've started to like, I don't know, there was a time, I did like, maybe like 8 Nuzlocks right when I started doing Nuzlocks in a row with no deaths, and now it kind of feels routine when it happens, but either way, I always just start rambling at the end of the episode. I don't understand why, but I guess it's just, I don't want it to end, but it has to end. All good things come to an end, and that's why that's going to be it for this episode, guys. If you did enjoy this one enough to give it a like and share it, I'd greatly appreciate that. And if you want more awesome Pokemon content, subscribing will help us both out. This has been TheSilverSlasher, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.